Today we're making this lamb dish. It's kind of Middle Eastern Arab in kind of flavors with some green beans. It is delicious. It takes a little while to cook, but it's worth it. Welcome back to How to Cook Great. So here I've got about 500 grams or about a pound of lamb. No bone in there. Nice little bit of fat on it. I quite like that. I've cut it into as many strips as I can. We're going to get started with this, then I'll show you the other ingredients. So I'm starting off using olive oil. You don't have to use olive oil, you can use a different oil if you want. It's about 2 or 3 tablespoons there, use less if you like. Let's get our lamb in there, which you can see. Decent cut. It's going to take a while to cook this one, but it's nice. Very simply, we're just going to add salt and pepper at this stage. And we're on a medium heat or slightly below medium heat. I want to go for 8 minutes here. So nothing too high, fairly gentle. 8 minutes, I'll be throwing it around in the pan. So we've got a nice bit of colour on there. We're now going to add 2 cups of onion. I'm using white onion today. Go for red if you want. A tablespoon of garlic. And we're going to go for about another 4 minutes. Fabulous stuff. Next up, we're going to do that water process. So if you've seen me do this before, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Start again. Okay, that's looking great. What we're going to do now is add some liquid to it and do the boil out process. If you're a regular to this show, you're going to know what I'm talking about. So I'm using water. You could use stock, cold water. There's about 400 ml there. And then get the heat on high. What we're going to do now is boil this out. So no lid, let it boil out. It's really going to help the meat get nice and tender. We don't want chewy meat. This really works with beef, but sometimes I do it with mutton or with lamb. So it's going to take about 6-7 minutes. It will just boil out, dry out a bit. It's really going to help the process. You'll thank me later. Okay, so you can see that it's evaporated out. It really has helped you a lot with the tenderness of the meat. We're now going to add in, let's take a look, a teaspoon of thyme, a teaspoon of coriander, and 2 teaspoons of cumin. To that we're going to add a cup of tomato paste. And we're going to stay on this fairly lively, vibrant heat and go for like 4 minutes or so. Really want to cook the tomato paste out. Really needs a good few minutes on it before we move on to the next step. Okay, next up we're going to add in 2 cups of green beans. Now these are uncooked. Some people would fry these first and then put them in. We're going just raw like this. And now we're going to add some water, or again, stock if you wanted. There's 300 ml of water that I'm using. But like I say, you could use a meat stock or a vegetable stock if you wanted. We're going to get this on to not a simmer, but just above a simmer, and we're going to let it go for 12 minutes. Give it a stir every now and then. Okay, I've just turned the heat off. And that is really, really beautiful. Okay, and there you have it, job done. That is really deep, tender, beautiful lamb with a nice kind of Middle Eastern Arab kind of flavor to it. I hope you enjoy that. Keep safe, keep well. I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Thanks a lot for getting to the end of the video. If you'd like to give me a thumbs up, that does help us out quite a lot with the algorithm and such like. Subscribe if you like, you'll get notified about what we're doing. There's a thanks button if you want to donate. See you soon.